What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
Caleb, you start.
All right. Hey, whoa, what?
No! Oh, boy.
Me and Dave
Yes.
hanging out. I got a beer. What do you have?
I got a coffee, bud.
Ooh, cheers. Two different
Cheers
days.
to you. Yeah, morning and night.
Yeah.
Meet in the middle at noon. Wow. I've become a moron.
Hey, welcome to. Hey, what are we? Here we are inside.
Did that sound good for you
Let me
who
see.
are kindly supporting our podcast? Yeah. Oh, I want to say right off the top, we are, because I'm traveling all of July and Caleb is traveling, I think, some of July.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We are in June recording a ton of episodes for all of June
right.
and July. And so all that really means is that we're not going to be posting about like what we're renaming online for all of July. And if you're a new patron on the show, we're not going to be able to shout you out because we're recording everything in June. So if you sign up in June or July, we won't have seen your name. But anyway, I just want to
we'll
say,
shout your ass out later
when we get back, we're going to be back at the end of July. And then we're going to fucking shout everyone out who signed up. So please don't feel like we missed you or that we're skipping you.
That's
we
right.
are not. We would never. We love you so much.
We love you so much, and this is it's so fun to be back here and inside. Man, remember the park days?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the park days.
The park days were great. You know what's funny too is that I realized that I said this to you. I think that we talked about stopping doing the park because it was kind of scary.
It was scary.
But the reason I didn't want to do it anymore was because I didn't want to do any work.
Oh yeah, and it was the worst.
It was setting up shit in a park, but now we're doing that in the house, and it's the same.
It is the same, but
it feels like
we
it's not
feel
work.
safer.
Is that why? Maybe
I
it
think
was.
so.
It was both.
Setting up and then being like, oh, I need to pee. Where, do I need to go home?
Oh, you know what it is? It was all of it. It was definitely, I mean, look, producing your own podcast is work. And I definitely don't ever want to work.
Yeah, work
Don't
is
get me
bad.
wrong. Work sucks.
I think it's wrong.
Yeah. It's almost as bad as being awake.
I saw a thing on Twitter today where they're like, instead of working, there's this group, they were like, we're just going to lie down instead of work. And it went trending.
Okay.
And I was just like, I don't know what this is or if they're kidding, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I hate work.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Sounds like a good option. Doesn't seem like you can. I don't think that sounds like privilege.
Well, I
Like if there were an actual, tangible, like visible example of privilege, I think that would be the one, right?
Well, it is a privilege to not work because I don't want to do it. The first day I ever worked at a real job, I just remember thinking, like, literally considering like faking my own death.
Sure.
16 years old, and I was just like, this is dog shit.
100%. Where'd you work? What was your first
Grocery
job?
store.
Oh, boy. What was it, at Piggly Wiggly?
No, it was a Dill's Food City,
That's
which
boring.
is just it's a local Georgia.
At least Piggly Wiggly, you get a fun shirt that says Piggly Wiggly on it.
And what? Can you believe that name made it
It's
through?
unbelievable.
Did we name that fucking place?
I know.
Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, it's just like,
I hate everything about it.
oh, I love it. We are different in this one way. It's the only
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, how did that pass muster? And why did I just make an army?
Why did it pass
Why
muster?
did it pass muster? Well, you
It is
come
like,
out.
you got your chair and you're just, well, I'll tell you what don't pass
Well,
muster.
it seems like
Cup of
something you
coffee.
say when you just got out of the head. My dad says the head. And he, like, when I found out what the head is, I was just like, we're in a house. This isn't a boat. Please stop.
Wow.
Do you know what the head is?
I don't know. But
It's the bathroom on a ship because it's at the fucking head of the ship.
Why don't they just say the bathroom?
I don't know. They call it the head and the brig.
All the ship stuff is trying to sound like starboard. What's that? Well, it's
left.
left.
No, it's right.
Why did you
actually.
say starboard?
Well, I will say that starboard and port aft and fore, I guess. I hate that I'm defending this. Why am I being boring? But
because Dave loves boats.
I love look, I grew up in I got a boat dad, and I boat dad, plane dad.
Get boat dad trending, and we're gonna cancel Dave
because you have to be able to. The ship isn't always pointing in a necessary direction. So with relationship to the ship, you have to be able to say which direction, right?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Well, that's fair then. Okay. Well, that solves that.
That's what I do when I realize I'm wrong in my point.
Nope.
Probably not.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah,
Sounds like liberal bullshit to me.
Dude, when I lived in Fresno, and we don't talk about that, but I lived in Fresno.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I slept in a coffin.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious that I slept in a coffin. No.
Oh, I thought maybe that I mean, sometimes
was that too cunty how sarcastic I just was? Sorry.
No,
buddy.
because I didn't know. I was like, I already didn't know you lived in Fresno. I thought maybe that was the only thing in that room.
You know what? It also wasn't a very good joke that I made. Was I think the real problem?
Well, if it wasn't Fresno, I would have known it was a joke. But then I was just like, Fresno?
Right. But that is a coffin. I feel bad. I feel like I was just kind of a dick.
I thought maybe
and I'm sorry,
you lived
buddy.
like you were like leasing the back room in a
I see. I had like a
funeral
tiny
home.
Yeah. And all they had, look, there's a pillow in there.
That would be your sitcom. You'd be living in Fresno and you're like, I do sleep in a coffin.
Yeah.
It's pretty comfortable.
Okay, here's my show. It's called 6 Feet Over. No, truly, I feel bad. I was just cunty. Sorry.
Don't feel bad. Come on. You're
Well,
a truck.
I'm over it. Eat shit.
So you did live in Fresno,
I lived
though?
in Fresno.
That's true.
And once again, I'm about to forget why I fucking said this. Just like last week's Patreon episode, I started telling a story, couldn't figure out why I was talking about it. I still don't know why I brought it up. But anyway, Fresno.
Anytime you do that from now on, just say, here's your sign at the end, and we'll know that's the end.
Here's your sign.
That's why.
All right. Totally.
What'd you do in Fresno?
I mean, I was a radio DJ. Man, what were we talking about?
Oh, boy.
How did this happen to me twice?
Unbelievable.
What's going on?
We were talking about...
I quit smoking weed, and this is when it started happening to me.
Well, maybe start. I don't know.
You
start
suck
back.
when you're sober. Damn it.
We were talking about how excited we were to be inside and the park and work. We hate work and a job. My first job was at a store. I didn't like it. Thought about faking my own death. It was Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly. We named
The
Piggly
head?
Wiggly the head. Boats. Starboard. I realized I was wrong about port and starboard.
Yeah, the military.
Oh.
Shit.
Well,
Fuck it.
hey, welcome to What's It Called? We're going to start doing episodes called What Were We Talking About?
What
Why did I...
Why
Why was I in Fresno?
why did that happen? Shit.
I do want to hear more about Fresno. Is it what I think?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's really easy to talk shit about Fresno because it does have a shitload of problems and it doesn't have a lot going for it. And this is just true.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Tough.
a town in the middle of the desert that doesn't even have an interstate going to or from it.
Oh,
It's
wow.
right in the middle of California, and it's difficult to get to San Francisco from there. Like, the world is like, fuck you. And also, there are so many pesticides and dust kicked up in the air from driving on dirt roads and farms and shit that 25% of the population has chronic lethargy.
Oh, I shouldn't have laughed at the first part of that sentence.
I mean, it's funny. It's funny in a cosmic sense. It's not funny for those people, but, you know.
Ugh.
It's called Valley Fever. It's a real thing. It's also like, you know, there's bad gang problems, and it's, you know, there's like the Hells Angels are there, and yeah, it's just like a crazy place.
This should be your sitcom. This is wild.
But I have a good time when I'm there, and I had a good time when I was there, because the thing about places like that are difficult, that are poor, that are like culturally either behind or just devoid of culture, is that every place has every type of person there.
Yeah.
And when you're like losing your mind and unhappy, a couple things happen. First, you become special. You become like weird. Like gay Southerners are the funniest, coolest people that I've ever met.
Dude, yeah.
Like a
Lindsey Graham. What a cool guy. That's the coolest guy.
Is Lindsey Graham gay? Is that the secret story of Lindsey Graham?
I literally, in my head, I forgot that he has not come out.
Oh, wow.
But
that's
I
funny.
mean, I was also using him as an example of a gay Southerner who's not cool. But now I realize that he has not officially taken a position on his.
No, I know the joke you were making. Yeah, but I didn't
life.
realize. I thought. I mean, he's married. I just thought. I just never heard anyone refer to him as gay.
Married to the game.
I see.
Married to the game.
Well, so weirdos in the South, liberals in the South are funny, fucking cool
Hell
ass
yeah.
people, you know. And so the people that are cool in Fresno are cool as fuck. And it took a lot of work
Nice.
to make cool shit happen. And I lived in this neighborhood called the Tower District, which at the time, I mean, it's like, you know, and there's things, you know, grow and develop and culture changes and moves over time. So there's more and more and more stuff like this in Fresno now, as far as I can tell. And the Tower District has become actually sort of like a place where a lot of bros hang out because it got popular the way a cool neighborhood does. But when I lived there, it was like, dude, it's this little... It was honestly a really special time in my life. It was a 2-year period where I lived in the one neighborhood in Fresno where all of the gay people lived, the punks, the weirdos, everyone who was fucking politically liberal. And there was like a big theater called the Tower Theater, which is why it was called that. And then a fucking big old diner called the Chicken Pie Shop, which I went to for breakfast every day.
The Chicken Pie Shop?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Let's rename that shit.
Yeah. I think it's closed, which is too bad because, man, I ate there every day, got diarrhea every day, and I loved it. Just
That'd be
loved
so
it.
funny if we were doing our tour dates and you're like, I'll be at the Tower Theater. I'm like, I'll be at the Chicken Pie Shop. I'll be in the corner hosting a trivia night.
And it'll be at the same time as Dave's show. And I do want you to miss his. And yeah, and in that little neighborhood, there were like 6 or 7 bars and the one coffee shop where that wasn't a Starbucks or wasn't full of assholes. And like there was like a little fucking Italian deli and a bunch of little shops and like a fucking Blockbuster was there.
Whoa.
And yeah. And it was just this tiny little contained neighborhood that was like all those people plus a bunch of families. And I could walk to all those bars. My rent was $750 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
What?
Yeah. In a 4-unit.
What year was this?
2004 to 2006. I know.
For a 2-bedroom?
Yeah, dude. I was a radio DJ at a rock radio station, and it's funny. It was like some of the darkest, like it's a scary place. Like there's a lot of crime. And it's a really macho place, and some people are pretty scary, and there's a lot of drug problems. But it was like an adventure where I got to do fun, crazy shit all the time, and I lived in a neighborhood where I could walk to everything, and all my friends were like partying all the time with me at these bars. I knew all the bartenders. The only all ages music venue that brought like punk and indie bands through was a 2-minute walk from my house. And so I saw the English Beat. I don't know if do you know the English Beat?
I don't know them.
You do. I'll play you some songs. You've heard some of their songs. They're a ska band that got like on the radio and became a really big 80s band, and they became like general public after that and stuff. Anyway, they're huge. And here in LA, they'll play like the Forum or something, or maybe like the Palladium now is what they would play. But I saw them in like a 150 cap
That's
venue.
wild.
Yeah. It was just like a really special. The place is called Strummers now. It used to be called Starline. Yeah, man. So I have like really fun, cool
What if this
memories.
was just us promoting this one show we have in Fresno?
You know what's so funny too, though? That like at this exact same time that I'm singing the praises of Fresno, it has such a special place in my heart that I always want it to be good. And Rory Scovel, one of our favorite comedians, we were just quoting off camera. He and two of his friends, Nick Youssef and Freddie Scott is his name. Yeah, who is like mostly a musical comedian, I think, and he also is a producer on Drag Race. The three of them are big Tool fans, and they did a tour called "The Comedians Following Tool on Tour: The Tour," and they followed Tool on tour, and then did a stand-up show the day before or after every Tool show they went to in all those cities.
That's so crazy.
And they sold out every single one of the shows except Fresno. They had trouble getting a venue in Fresno. I helped them. Also, I still have buddies in radio there. My buddy...
Did they like Tool?
Who? Rory and... Oh, yeah. Yeah, they love Tool. Rory is like the world's biggest Tool fan. So is Nick Youssef. Which you would never guess, right?
No,
but
you
yeah,
wouldn't.
But yeah. So
I was thinking that Rory listens to like Bjork or like just the sounds of
Gregorian monks, just classical music or something. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it seems like he's so at peace.
I know.
He just like listens to sounds of rain and shit. Like he has headphones in and you're like, what are you listening to? And he just puts it to your ear and it's the sound of a womb. Yeah. So he asked for my help getting a venue, and I was like, dude, I could be I had a gig in Sonoma the next day, and I was like, man, I would love to come by and just like do 5. And he was like, you could open. And I was like, great. And that's awesome. And I was like, this is going to be dope, dude. It's my old hometown for a couple years and in my old neighborhood and at this place I used to get drunk and hang out every day. It's going to be perfect. Also, one of my good friends from back then is the morning radio DJ at the alternative station in Fresno now. His name is Manhole.
Manhole.
Well, I think he just goes by Drew now, but when we were at KRZR, he was Manhole. I need to talk about this part of my life more. I was
Manhole.
So Manhole
was that a
was
self-appointed nickname
chosen by the DJ Rick Rodham, and that was Rick's real name, and he was a radio DJ.
Rick Rodham. Oh my, that's a Joe Biden name.
No shit. Totally.
Rick Rodham.
Yeah, smack tack him.
Reverend Dick 'em down.
Reverend Dick 'em down. Yeah, dude. One of the DJs at the station was the Rev.
Oh my God.
So Manhole was Rick Rodham's sidekick, and I was sidekick to a man named Coyote with a K, who's still there. And I just talked to Coyote not long ago. Actually, it was because one of our friends died during the pandemic, it was very sad. And we were on a Zoom. I hadn't seen him in a long time, and he was blackout drunk, and I was real drunk because it was our friend, we lost. And it was so funny. Coyote is a classic rock DJ in Fresno now, which is perfect because our station played Tool, but we also played like Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin and shit. Mm-hmm. We played Nirvana and Linkin Park and shit. And so he just segued into only Hendrix and Zeppelin and shit. And he's just a fucking DJ named Coyote who plays fucking rock and roll in Fresno.
Coyote.
And I was like, Coyote, you're at the Fox now, right? That's the name of the station. But you were a country DJ for a while, right? And I meant that not as an insult at all. Right. Because he actually was for like a year. Because it was a cluster owned by Clear Channel and of like 10 stations. And one of them was country for a couple of years. And I wish I had taped it because this is like a big dude with the voice of a guy you would think was named Coyote. You know what I mean? And he's got like big sunglasses and he's just a big guy and he's always making jokes, and he's like, he's just like a big beer drinking dude. And I was like, and you were a country DJ for a while, man. And he goes, all right, man, fuck you. Okay. Look,
whoa, Coyote.
Listen, I'm not a country guy. And, I had to do it for a year. He gives me this whole speech. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. But anyway, Manhole and Coyote are now over at the other cluster of stations. The classic rock station and the alternative station are there. And Manhole is just Drew in the morning. And he interviewed Rory.
Oh.
And so he goes on the radio station and apparently kills it. He's so funny. Of course he is. And does a show promoted as a Tool related show. Tool retweeted it. Yeah, because Tool like ended up meeting them and bringing them backstage and doing this whole thing. Because, I mean, it's Rory. Yeah, he's like one of the best comedians of all time. And so Anyway, 30 people came to Rory's show, and we all bombed.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we didn't bomb, but like I had a really hard time because I cold opened the show. I had to, there was no host. I just like I brought up Freddie. He did music, and that went fine. But other than we talked like, damn, that was hard. And Nick did well, but it was hard. And then Rory did really well, but it was also really hard. He got heckled like crazy.
What?
He said on stage one of the funniest things I've ever heard someone say as like a closer bit, like to sort of wrap, to like talk about your job and what the show is. He goes, hey, I got one more joke I'm going to tell. And we're selling merch in the back. And I just want to say one thing about that. You know, today my father died. Yeah, he's been battling cancer for years, you know, and I was at his bedside, and he was holding my hand, you know, and just before he died, he said this one last thing, and I'll never forget it. He said, Rory, you could just sell 2 or 3 T-shirts tonight.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So, but that's Fresno, man. Like, you can't convince people to go to a cool thing.
Yeah.
You can't convince them it's cool because Fresno's Fresno. Nowhere else is like it. They're just like, what do you mean? It's not a motorcycle? Fuck that. I like motorcycles. I like fighting. I like football. I like Miller. Is it any of those? I like Slipknot. I like the rodeo. There's a rodeo there every year.
Oh, rodeo.
It's a fucking, people have southern accents there.
In Fresno?
In California. I mean, not everybody, but yeah, there are people that like identify as, you'll see rebel flags. You'll see Confederate flags.
Wow.
I mean, not a lot again, but it's like, it's crazy, dude. It's a crazy place.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
It's so funny that like I heard about Jeff Foxworthy when I was like 2.
Mm-hmm.
The whole "you might be a redneck" thing, and I was, you know, but then the older I get and the more I travel, the more I'm like, oh, no wonder he was so popular because people are like, oh yeah,
right, yeah.
I saw a fucking rebel flag in Fresno.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I mean, this is something I used to say on stage that I thought was like common understanding. But Kyle or Dave Stone or somebody told me that I don't know. It was like, I thought it was like a common observation, but I think I like de facto it was like a part of my act on the road. Just like a thing. And it was just a thing I used to say, is what I'm saying, which is that 30 minutes outside of every city is Mississippi.
Yeah.
And it's
what's 30 minutes outside of Jackson, Mississippi? You know,
yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, rural Mississippi is nuts. It's so specific. I don't even want to talk shit. It's not a talk shit thing. It's just like, I mean, obviously there's all those problems with the South of like the Confederate apologists and racism and shit. But my experience, which I guess I'm white, so what the fuck do I know? I don't know. Maybe if I weren't, it would be like really, really scary, and I can totally believe that.
Yeah. But
my experience like pulling over, driving through Mississippi is just like, is there anyone here? Is there... This is a gas station that's operating. Where the fuck is anybody? Like everything's broken. Everything's wet.
Everything's broken. Everything's wet. Come on in.
It's like, I do feel like, I mean, there are a lot of places like that in America, right? Where it's like, yeah, well, no wonder the culture is conservative here. No wonder people are assholes. Everyone's fucked.
Yeah. Everybody is fucked.
Yeah. Anyway.
But thanks for listening. This was welcome. What's it called? We rename shit. Me and Dave. We've been renaming shit for years, and we hadn't been recording it.
And we're finally professionals.
Yeah, now we know. So we rename stuff every day. We'll rename your cats. We'll rename your dogs. We'll rename your bunions.
And this right here is an episode fully dedicated to renaming your stuff.
Your stuff.
We're going to get into that in just a second. If you want us to rename any of your stuff in the future, what the hell is it called at gmail.com. Also, sign up for our Patreon if you want more of us. Patreon.com/what's it called. We do a podcast on the Patreon called What's in There.
And we decide what's in there.
Yeah. Did we decide what's in there this week?
Oh, what was it? Hell.
Hell. Let's do hell. That's so funny. What's in there?
Well, it's always on my mind, so I'd like to get to the bottom of it.
Hell is always on my mind.
Hell. What's in there? We're going to tell you what's in hell. We'll figure it out.
Hell is always on my mind. I love Helly Nelson.
Helly Nelson, still not dead.
Helly Nelson. Dude, it's gonna. I fucking can't. I know no one cares but me. Someone cares but me. Someone out there with ADHD also cares. But I can't believe I can't remember why I bring shit up. I want to know what I was gonna say, Caleb. I'll let it go.
It's like why did I wake up? Why did the sun rise? Who gives a shit? You're awake, the sun's out. We talked about Fresno. I had a good time.
All right, I guess I just got to learn to let it go, man.
You got to let it go.
Fuck.
Let it go, Dave.
I wish I were dead. Anyway, if you want to watch us on YouTube, the link is on our website, whatsitcalled.rodeo. Also links to our social media there and links to other places to follow us. And there's just like an embed of our last episode and shit if you want more from us. Yeah. Generally, every Sunday or Monday, we post what we're going to rename that week. But like we said, it's a little bit of a crazy 2 months. So we're going to be posting a shitload of them in June and then none of them in July.
Yeah.
But stay with us. We love you. We love you participating so much.
You're the shit. We love. You're the best audience in the world. This is the most fun thing in the world. It's like a big fun sleepover.
It's amazing. Speaking of that, should we name...
Hell yeah.
You want to, while I'm pulling this up, you want to fucking say some of your tour dates?
I have one announcement here. The Getaway in Asheville. I'll be there on July 30th. Come on out. Asheville, you're the funnest hippie mountain town of cool kids.
Melissa?
Yeah, hell yeah. So it's going to be fun. Come on out. It'll be great. I love you so much. And thanks for these emails. They always make me very happy. Oh, yeah. I love seeing people. Sometimes they're very earnest and fun, and sometimes they're just silly and goofy. But they always put a smile on my face.
So we're gonna start. We have a little bit of a wow! I'm not talking into a mic. We have a little bit of a backlog, and this first one's from April 5th, and we're gonna move through a handful of them up until the end of May.
Nice.
So this is from Kevin Heyman, who I know suggests names on Twitter all the time. What's up, Kevin? Thanks for listening to the show.
I love you.
Hello, Dave and Caleb. Big fan of the podcast, and I actually need a name. Not of you. Oh, okay. And I actually need a name. I'm starting a podcast soon about the paranormal, and I've been using the name Dark Thoughts so far, but it's so generic that I want to die in a fire. I need your expert help in naming this thing. Also, if you guys could rename depression, it would be awesome. My suggestion is Fuck Mood. Thanks, guys.
Fuck Mood.
Kevin Heyman, writer and artist at everywhencomics.com.
So his working title is Dark Thought.
Also, I think that we could rename depression in the next 10 seconds.
Sad Head.
Always. Sad Head. That's the one.
Awake Feeling.
I think Fuck Mood and Sad Head. Fuck Mood, Sad Head.
Fuck Mood, Sad Head.
You know that old Offspring song, Killboy, Powerhead? You ever?
I don't know that.
Yeah, Fuck Mood, Sad Head.
Fuck
there you
Mood,
go.
Sad Head.
/ always.
Oh, I got Sad Head.
Oh, it's now again?
I stubbed my brain.
Oh, I guess it's still now. I stubbed my brain, Caleb. Brain stub. Dude, I stubbed my brain. God, that's wonderful. Yeah, Dark Thoughts, and it's a podcast about the paranormal. So ghosts and specters, poltergeists, speaking to another realm.
Yeah. Poltergeist is a fun one. That's
and
is that German?
poltergeist. How about
Ann
that?
Coulter guys.
The Ann Coulter. That's a crossover show. It's like a conservative talk paranormal show. Ann
I would love a
Coultergeist.
very conservative paranormal show.
Yeah, totally. Have you ever seen a trans ghost?
They try and
you
keep-
haven't. You haven't. Every ghost is the gender that was assigned to it at birth.
They try to find a way to keep Mexican ghosts in Mexico.
Totally.
We need to build a ghost wall. Some of these Mexican ghosts.
Wow. Yeah.
Some of them are good, but I mean, damn.
Well, these Mexican ghosts are coming into my country and flipping my light switch. And it's supposed to be my grandma rattling my dishes. And not some abuelita.
Oh boy, conservative paranormal show. That'll be. I want to watch it. I want to see what they do.
Wow, dude. Okay, yeah. So a ghost paranormal podcast. I don't know a lot about the paranormal. Are you a big paranormal guy?
I mean, I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, same.
But you know,
How about Ghost Battle?
Ghost battle,
Like roast
Ooh,
battle?
Ghost battle. That is fun.
Ghost Master.
Ghost Master. I don't know why Dying a Fire. I mean, you said that and it was funny, and Dying a Fire's fun.
Yeah.
Because then you'd be a ghost, right? Who wouldn't listen to Dying
It's so
a
funny.
Fire?
Like I feel like the show is not often productive. I do feel like we often have, and we always, not often, always have the most fun.
Yes.
And we joke around and we fuck around. Most of the names we come up with are just fuck around shit. But then every now and then it's never me. It's always you. Just have like a real name that's actually really good. And I think Die in a Fire
It's not bad.
is like really earnestly very good. Yeah.
Like Change Your Mind
yeah.
therapy.
Oh, dude, I didn't tell you. That guy Instagram messaged me and was like, hey, just so you know. And he said something about something I posted online, merch or something. And it was like, by the way, I'm the guy who needed to name a therapy clinic, and I'm going to use that.
What?
Yeah. And
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I'll look through it and I'll tell you who his name and I'll read you the message. But it was really cool. It was like,
Whoa.
yeah, I've just been really busy and I haven't been able to, but I'm definitely going to use a bunch of the names you suggested.
That's
which is
so cool.
Isn't that awesome?
That's
Yeah.
very exciting.
Totally.
See, this show really is something.
It's helpful
It's really something.
to everyone on Earth.
Everybody alive.
Everybody alive. Yeah, Die in a Fire is really good.
Dying a Fire.
I feel like
I like it.
Death in a, maybe something a little, because the only thing I don't like about Die in a Fire, even though it is the punchiest, best sounding version of it, is that it sounds like an attack on the listener. Like it would sound like aggressive, you know?
Right.
Died in a fire.
How about Fuck in a Fire?
Yeah, hell yeah, fire sex. Yeah,
Fire sex.
Hot cum. You know when you fuck in a fire, the cum gets hot.
It too hot. Too hot.
Hey, my cum's too hot.
This is right after we said this podcast was super helpful.
My cum's too hot. No, don't make me come. Don't make me come. It's too hot. It's too hot. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow.
Well,
How about Moaning Myrtle Beach?
Moaning. One of those has got to. I mean, that's we just gave you our best few. I'm crying now. Our names were so good.
Hot cum. Call it hot cum. No. Oh, God. Hurts so good. Good song.
Come on, it hurts so good. My cum's too hot and it burns my.
And it burns my wood. Ah.
Whoa!
Hey, all right.
Fuck Weird Al. It's not that
Fuck
weird.
Weird Al. Here comes us. I do think. I think that Yeah, dark thoughts too, because it's like there's like an exorcism element to it, just sort of like a possessed. Yeah. Something about being possessed by a demon or like what's the other term for that?
Nephilim.
I see what you mean. What's
that? I don't know. Demon.
How about you, me, and Cthulhu?
It would be fun, like whenever they're doing an exorcism and they're like, "What's your name?" They're like, if it was Dupree.
Oh wow, yeah. Me, myself, and Cthulhu.
Me, myself, and Cthulhu.
What's something?
Dark thought. What if you named your podcast The Edge and it's a picture of the Edge as your logo? But
like the guy
guitarist.
from YouTube. Over the edge.
The
and
edge.
There's just a ghost hovering over the edge.
Over the edge.
Oh man. Something with a demon or possession. Wait, hold on. How about what, like a pun off of getting arrested for possession? I was trying to think of
possession with intent.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at that.
Possession with intent.
Pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Or how about so I fucked a demon?
Demon Marcus.
Oh, Demon Marcus got my vote.
That could also be the name of you on the show. Hey, what's up?
What's up? It's Demon Marcus. We're spinning the spin.
Yeah.
Spinning. Is that what they say? We're spinning.
We're spinning the spins on the Demon Podcast. Remember, dark magic should not be used lightly.
Oh, you know what we should do? Since you have so much DJ experience, sometimes I'll be listening to Spotify and I miss the DJ in between songs. We should record little DJ tracks for people to put in their Spotify.
Oh, wow.
Go, hey,
that's fun.
You're listening to Call Me Maybe again.
Wow.
Every day with this.
You know what we should do is we should like just add that as like a thing on our Patreon.
Yeah.
Just we'll
DJ for you.
We'll do, totally. We should
that'll be
I
fun.
like that.
That's a good idea.
How about Darkness Everywhere?
Ooh, Darkness Everywhere.
The friends you can't see.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I like the friends you can't see.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I mean, to me, this is, we had several funny ones.
Oh, dude, how about this? Oh, man, I actually how about People in the Walls?
Ooh, that'd be a good band, too.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't use People in the Walls and you want to start a band, People in the Walls.
People in the Wall. Honestly, you can have a podcast and a band both called People in the Walls.
Yeah, I don't think anybody will sue.
There's like 40 bands called Holy Fuck.
Are there really?
Yeah, there's one really popular one.
Damn.
And then, I made all those stickers that say "fuck you, idiot." And my friend Kevin Titt, who's a really fun comic.
Kevin Titt?
Yeah, that's his name. He's a comic in DC. He was like, "Hey, my friends have a band named Fuck You, Idiot," and I was like, "Oh, cool," but I did not change the stickers.
Yeah,
neither of us own the phrase "fuck you, idiot."
Fuck you, idiot. Come on.
Yeah, we both get it. And People in the Walls. I also think Die in a Fire is. I think you got a bunch to pick from.
Yeah,
man.
to me, this is one of those will work. I'm
you
just
take
saying.
your pick or mix and match. But I think Die in a Fire, People in the Walls, Darkness Everywhere. And there was another one that was like a really Demon Marcus.
Demon Marcus is so fun. I mean, honestly, if you want funny, we got funny suggestions.
Yeah.
If you want clever, we got it all.
Please pick one of those
Please do.
or some remix of those together. And Kevin, write us back and let us know which one you
Hell
pick.
yeah. Thanks, Kev.
Yeah, dude.
You're a real nice fella.
All right. Next. Oh, yeah. This one's really funny. It's from Josh.
Ooh, what's up, Josh?
Joshua says, "Sup, I love you. Can y'all do me the honor of naming D's nuts?"
Naming D's nuts.
And he signed it he/him.
Oh.
And you know what's funny is that like I, as a sensitive man who never got over being bullied, you know why? Because being bullied sucks, and no one ever gets over it.
It really sucks.
We should be honest with ourselves about that. But I'm sensitive, and it's hard. A lot of times when someone jokes around with me in an aggressive way like this, even if it's like them being a fan, it's like hard for me to know, like, wait, are they still bullying me or something? You know, it's like part of my psychology. But how this is written, Joshua, I don't know. I read it all. I know it's not. I know it's all.
I don't think bullies
well delivered.
Know the email.
They don't know the email.
They don't know the email.
They don't say I love you, and they don't say he, him.
No bullies tell you their pronouns first. Hey, you piece of shit.
Hey, what's up? My name's Biff, he, him.
I'm going to be throwing you in the trash.
Yeah. And just so you know, it's not because you're Jewish, it's because you're lame.
Honestly, though, I don't think he and him is a bad name for your nuts. If you would like to name them both.
Wow, dude. I'm with Caleb. You named him in your own email.
Let me introduce you to he and him.
I'd say the smaller one is he and the bigger one is him. Let me introduce you to he and him. And my dick is called his.
With a capital H. Capital H.
Wow. Yeah, that did it. We did it, man. Joshua, thank you so much, buddy.
Name them nuts.
All right. Kristen wrote us and said... this is literally the subject line. Praying mantis AIDS baby needs a name, yo. And I read it and I was like, what? Are we okay?
Praying mantis AIDS baby.
But she just wrote a dark joke in there. Howdy, boys. So I recently got a new baby praying mantis, and I've just been referring to as the bug, you know, like AIDS. So that's the joke. They call it the bug.
Okay.
I mean, it's an intense ass joke.
That is intense. And I like it.
Yeah. Anyway, I named my last one Scytheria, Scytheria, named after a combo Scyther, the Pokemon, and America's sweetheart squirt queen, Cytheria.
What?
Damn. You know all sorts of things.
So much info.
I know nothing about any of that. This new mantis is getting bigger. And I'm leaving it up to you guys to come up with a name for her that's not AIDS related. Okay, now I see what you're saying. You call her the bug, and it's reminding you of AIDS, and that's a bummer. Okay, good. All right.
AIDS.
So looking forward to hearing your thoughts. My boyfriend and I love the show. You guys are the best part of our week. Keep it up. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Why don't you name the bug Nancy Reagan? Because you know what? That'll remind you of not the opposite of AIDS.
Yes, totally. Wow. It'll remind you that AIDS is a real problem.
You gotta say no to AIDS.
And that we should try to figure out. And that there is a person on Earth who truly contributed to that issue. Wait, no, I'm coming around on maybe not naming it.
Maybe not. How about Jonas Salk? Name your kid Jonas Salk. He didn't cure AIDS, but it's a different thing he helped with.
Oh, man. Nancy Reagan, though, is good. How about just Barbara Bush?
Barbara Bush. Wow. How is that not a porn? Is anyone porn named Barbara Bush? Because they should be.
Wow, that's
not
funny.
bad.
There's got to be a porn name for all the Bushes, right? Truly. H-dubs.
H-dubs. H-dubs.
Man.
So we got non-AIDS for the bug. Well, you know, we can keep it in the spirit of the bug. How about Flick? Remember Flick from A Bug's Life? He was fun. You got Hopper from A Bug's Life. You got, are they cute?
Oh, Hopper. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about a praying mantis.
Mantis. Praying mantis. What prays? A monk? A priest.
What if you name it Caleb's dad?
Caleb's dad.
I think that's...
Name it Bert Sonnen.
Bert. It's Bert. Its name is Bert.
Bert.
I mean, here's the thing. You wrote us April 13th, and I'm so sorry it took us 2 months to get back to you. So maybe you've already named it. I'm sorry we were slow. But I think Bert, the praying mantis.
Look, everybody needs a bunch of nicknames. I've always wanted a bunch of nicknames. And so, look, maybe this won't be the top name, but this will be one top 5.
And then you could get another praying mantis at one point and call it Ernie. Ooh. And then at some point, maybe Bert will fuck Ernie and eat him.
Whoa. I'm probably knowing praying mantises.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know them.
You know.
By the way, they signed it all the best, Kristen and Dante, and at the bottom said, "Love you guys."
We love you, cool? Kristen and Dante.
We love you. I think it's Bert.
Let's do Bert.
I think Bert, Nancy Reagan, or Barbara Bush. And
one of those is good.
You know, I talked myself into a little bit of a stupor there about the Reagans and AIDS, but don't worry about that because Nancy Reagan is dude. A praying mantis named Nancy Reagan is so funny.
I don't think that's bad
at all.
Yeah. And didn't she kind of seem like a praying mantis?
Yes.
You know, she's kind of got that.
They all do.
That spindly.
Like if you found out there was a praying mantis wearing human skin and that was Nancy Reagan.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Ooh. That sounds like a Patton Oswalt bit where he's like, there's a praying mantis wearing skin. Her name is Nancy Reagan.
Wow, that's true.
Oh, boy.
Every Republican. Wow, man. Yeah, I think it's either Nancy Reagan or Bert.
Or the Gipper, if you want to do the Gipper.
What's the Gipper?
That was Ronald Reagan's name in the Newt Rockney.
Newt Rockney?
That's one of the most famous movie quotes. When he was an actor, he played a football player in a football movie, and he was nicknamed the Gipper.
Oh,
yeah.
Who was?
Ronald Reagan.
Oh, right. Wow.
You're telling me you don't watch Ronald Reagan movies? Dave!
I've seen them all.
You've never seen Bedtime for Bonzo?
Yeah, man. I own them all. I own all the soundtracks on vinyl. Yeah, I'm a big Scott Joplin guy.
Ooh.
Yeah, Nancy Reagan and Bert. Hell
I
yeah.
think some of those are good. Let us know if you pick one.
Kristen and Dante, y'all are the best. Thank you so much for writing us. All right, Mallory wrote us and said, hey, so this is the one I was like, gross, before Caleb.
Oh, wait, this is gross.
So they said, hey guys, y'all rule. Can't thank you enough for recording. The fun you guys have together. It really has helped me being alone during this COVID madness. Oh my God. That's so wonderful to hear. Thank you.
Great.
I'm raising an Eastern Hercules beetle. It is currently in the larva state, but I have not really been able to name it. Here's what it looks like now. So she sent us a photo of a larva covered in larva stuff, and it just looks like a big maggot, and it's gross looking. And here's what it will become, and it's like a big, crazy beetle that's like green with a spot with like basically black spotted polka dots all over its back, and then big black pincers and black legs.
Yes.
But it's like olive green with black dots.
Okay.
Thanks for everything. I hope we find a good name for it. Don't know the sex of the beetle till it metamorphosizes.
Awesome.
Signed, Mallory. Feel free to say my name.
Well, here's the first two I thought of. During the gross larva stage, I would say name it Steve Bannon. And when it becomes cool, Philip Seymour Hoffman. And I think it's a good tribute to two people who have done a lot in the world. And, I also think any beetle, anything in a larva stage.
Man, you cranked that out. That happened in 10 seconds.
Look at that.
Good job.
Hell yeah.
My God, I couldn't agree more. It's Steve Bannon now, and it'll be Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Right. It'll become good.
It turns out all you got to do to make a maggot into a bug is shoot heroin into it.
And heroin is better for you than listening to Steve Bannon.
Yeah. I'd rather be a junkie than read Breitbart any fucking day. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. What a fun day.
Mallory, you're the best. Thank you so much.
Woo!
All right, this is from
Mallory.
Seth. Seth says, so the subject line is name my fursona. And I know a lot of you listening know what that is. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Hi, Dave and Caleb. My name is Seth, he, him, and I want you to rename my fursona. If either of you don't know what that is, it means I'm someone from the furry fandom.
Oh, hell yeah.
We really like expressing ourselves by making characters that we put our own identities into, and we welcome anyone and everyone. I want you to do the honors of renaming my fursona, who I never had felt had a proper name. Feel free to go wild and whatever names come to mind. Stay safe and glad you're alive. Seth. P.S. Dave, I wish I could have seen the Robert Plant set. I was dying laughing when I heard about it, and especially when you mentioned the bee costume. That's I think I talked about it on this show, right? How I used to do stand-up as a plant called Robert Plant that was really angry.
Yeah, that is really funny.
And my girlfriend was a bee that Kevin Hawkins dressed as a bee, and I was like, oh, shit, it's my ex. Okay, so
we got a picture.
So this
here.
is you. It's a drawing. It's
Okay.
like a drawing of like an anime bipedal wolf. The wolf is like standing on its hind legs and has like neon green inner ears and paws and claws, and is otherwise like dark gray or like gray with dark gray stripes, and then like navy blue tips.
It looks like the monster that scratches the Monster Energy can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. How funny would it be if we found out that monster was nice? It turns out that like they totally approached. This guy was like this just like super nice wolf.
Yeah.
Was just like, I wonder what's in this can. And just
Well, I
like
hope
touched
so.
it, but it's like it doesn't know its own strength because it's so. And it just turns out
It can't pick it up.
The
It's
monster
so
logo
sad.
was appropriated by these tough guy assholes from this just like kind wolf. It's like, how are you? Hey, hey.
I'm thirsty a little bit.
Do you guys want to go to the Pedro the Lion show?
I hope so. It is weird to like market a drink as like, this will destroy you.
It is so weird.
You will die.
Totally. Rock star.
Yeah.
My God, dude.
No, but I like this. Well, just seeing this animal, I'm thinking like Vanticle or like.
I feel like, dude, Caleb is killing it. Right,
Hey.
y'all? Caleb is killing it today.
I think that'd be a fun name for this monster. We'll post a picture of it.
Vanticle.
This is. It seems fun and fierce
Yeah.
in a fun way.
Man, I want to do something with the colors. What's something that's green and blue? I can't.
Green and blue.
I mean, the thing is, like, Vanticle is just because it's also fantastical, and this is a fantastical world to be a part of and thing you're doing. I didn't know about this part of being a furry, that you created your own furry persona. That's so fucking cool.
How about like Swamp Trench? That's green and blue, right?
Oh, wow. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Swamp Trench.
Yeah, totally. Green ocean. Green water. Green blue.
Green blue.
Aqua
green.
wolf. Aqua dog.
Periwinkle.
Actually, if you want a silly dumb one, aqua dog.
Aqua Dog. I like Aqua Dog.
Yeah, so do I.
I think that's a lot of fun.
I think Vanticle and Aqua Dog are
one
both
of those
good.
is gonna
I think
gonna
it's
butter your bread.
one of those two. You said another one that I'm
Swamp Trench.
Swamp Trench.
Swamp Trench.
I think maybe he's not the one.
Maybe not. But that's part of the podcast. Is 90% of these names are gonna not be it.
Yeah.
That ain't the one.
How about Wolfgang Fuck?
Wolfgang fuck. Yes.
So it's
Oh no, that gets my vote.
Aqua
Wolfgang
Dog,
fuck.
Wolfgang Fuck, or Vanticle. You pick, bud.
I think one of those will hit. Will
Hell yeah, Seth.
cure
Thank you so
what
much.
ails you.
Thank you so much for writing us. All right, this
yeah.
one's not a suggestion, but I wanted to read this email because
Okay.
it's referencing a riff we were doing the other day that I got insecure about because that's where I'm at lately. The subject line is Bloody Brits, and his name.
I Dave and Caleb.
Yeah, his name
Hi,
is
Dave.
Dude, yeah, read it in that.
Hey Dave and Caleb, I was listening you talking about English accents on your latest episode, and I can tell you we do say blotty. I found it absolutely hilarious, especially Caleb's accent. I was bloody chortling my little tits off. I'm not making this up.
Yeah, he said
this is what James Malone. I often listen to your podcast in bed before I sleep, and I couldn't stop snorting and shaking in this episode. Bloody kept me awake, you sons. Best. He said best.
And then he signed it English. Okay, I'm going to take a crack at reading it in my bad English.
Yeah, there's no way.
Okay, so, oi! Oi, David Caleb! He's an angry hooligan. James is an angry soccer hooligan. David Caleb, I was fucking listening to you talking about English accents on your latest episode, and I can tell you that we do say bloody. I found it absolutely hilarious, especially Caleb's accents. I was bloody chortling my little tits off. I often listen to your fucking podcast in bed before I sleep, and I couldn't stop snorting and shaking in this episode, but it kept me awake, you sods. Best English. We have fun. Thanks.
Well, if you,
James,
we could also name your little tits if you want.
Ooh, let's name his little tits.
All right.
Blood sacks.
What did he say? He said one of them should be
fish and chips. How about that?
Fish and chips. That's the name of your little tits.
Manchester and United. Though you might not like that if you're not a Man U fan. I don't know. Or maybe you live in England and you want everyone to shut the fuck up about soccer for the rest of your life.
Right.
We kind of do about American sports.
Yes. Please shut up forever.
I know.
And, you can name your tits D's Nuts. You could name them Bloody and Sod.
Okay, we got two more we're going to do. Maybe one? What do you think? One or two?
Let's do two.
Let's do two.
Let's rip them down.
This is from Lene Kassir, who I know I've done their podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, they're so cool. The subject line is rename my bone disorder. And they said, hi, love the podcast. I have a bone disorder called multiple hereditary osteocomatosis. I grow benign tumors all over my skeleton, and they do damage to bones, nerves, organs, and muscles. I've been having a lot of really frightening health issues, and it's been seeming pretty bleak, and it'd be fun to laugh about it for a bit. Oh, that's a wonderful, God,
I think that's a good,
what an impressive approach.
Awesome, yeah. Good
I have a pretty dark sense of humor, which is true, doing their podcast, like darker than mine, which is saying a lot. They're really great with the dark jokes, Lene. I have a pretty dark sense of humor about it and am known to make people uncomfortable with how I talk about it, so I'm really not sensitive over it. Yeah.
Sweet.
So it's called multiple hereditary osteocomatosis. You have a really dark sense of humor about it. Benign tumors all over your skeleton. Let's see.
Popcorn.
You're just on fire today. Dude. Corn pop.
He's a bad dude. Corn Pop was a bad dude. Ran around with some bad boy.
Every benign tumor is corn
Pop.
And they're numbered.
Ooh, my Corn Pop's acting up today.
The next one is Corn Pop 69. The one after that is Corn Pop 420. Then, of course, Corn Pop 911. And then after that, I guess we can start at 1.
Corn Pop 911. That's my password for all my accounts now. I don't care if you hack it.
Man, Lene, first of all, just such an impressive attitude. And I'm so sorry that this is what you have to go through in your life. It's a lot. I can tell. And just am so impressed that you're bringing humor to it, and thank you for sharing with us.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Keep listening. You're the best.
You're the best.
I love the dark sense of humor.
Corn Pops, dude.
Corn Pops. Gotta have my pops, I guess.
All right, last one for the day. Samantha wrote us and said, "Name my car." Hello, Dave and Caleb. Hope you're well. The guy who wrote in to have you name his Honda Fit inspired me to write in and have you name my Honda Fit. I'm very original.
Hell yeah.
It's a 2015 with a sunroof, and the official color is Passion Berry, which is a dark purple. I may or may not have purchased this car only because it is purple. Don't judge me. I've had this car for 4 years and I never named it, though it has gone by the nickname Car Bed and Eggplant and very briefly Blueberry.
Ooh.
And at some point, it was almost like when you've known someone for so long that it will be awkward to ask their name, so I just never gave her one. It will be fully paid off in the next few months, which I'm very proud of. Oh, man, that's
Very cool.
sick, dude. That's so hard.
Hopefully when this episode drops, it'll be the same day.
Yeah, oh, man, that'd be great.
That'd be cool.
I think since she will officially be mine, it's a good time to finally give her a name. So I'm coming to the experts. I love this car. It was what held my life together when I had a mental breakdown after graduating college, quitting my job, breaking up with my boyfriend, selling everything I own, and spending 4 months driving all over the country.
Wow.
Holy shit. That's when the nickname Car Bed was coined. Wow. So even though she's getting a little older and she's got a lot of wear and tear and she's covered in dog hair, she's very important to me. I'm counting on y'all to do her justice. XOXO, glad you're alive, gents. Signed, Sam.
Well, I gotta say, I love this Eat, Pray, Love Tuscan Sun moment in your life, and I know it's purple, but I think a good name for your car might be Love Handle.
Dude, I don't even know where this is coming from.
Let's
man.
hop in the Love Handle
The
and
Love
go
Handle.
for a road trip.
The Love Handle.
The Love
Is a
Handle
little car
coming
where-
to town.
I own it and I also live in it. You can also call it Houseboat.
Houseboat. Houseboat.
Dude, Love Handle. That's great.
I mean, if you don't use it, I'm naming my car Love Handle.
Dude, Love Handle
Let's
is
hop
really
in the Love
nice.
Handle and go to Target.
I just feel like, yeah, man.
You know what it is? It's these weekend vibes.
Dude, if we get sponsored by Coronado Brewing Company, I'll start drinking again.
Yeah, if you know anybody, please make that a t-shirt. That'll be our merch till it happens.
Honestly, if anyone listening, and there's no way this is the case, but if anyone listening is affiliated with Coronado Brewing Company, please tell them that
or
I
best offer.
love their beer so much.
It's good.
I started on, they have this like really, really great dark imperial stout that I'm forgetting the name of. But then, yeah, they started making this IPA called Weekend Vibes that
Very
I
good.
fucking love.
I've had
dude.
one on the past 2 episodes, and my riffs have been extra good.
That's true. Just cranking them out, dude. Love Handle.
Love Handle.
It's sweet and nice.
I know.
And I just can't, I want to, like my instinct is we should go further and it's the last one. I should riff, but we're not going to, it's the one.
Hey,
Love Handle is
Love
it.
Handle. 10 and 2. That's where I grab mine.
10 and 2. Wow, that's what you name your nuts.
10 and 2. Here come the cops.
Guess which one's which? Guess. Man, y'all are the fucking best. Thank you so much for listening. We got a new Patreon episode up. There's a video version and an audio version on our Patreon, patreon.com/what's it called. And we're finding out what's in there, what's in hell this week.
What's in hell?
And remember, everybody who signs up for our Patreon gets a shout out on this show. But it's going to take us a month or two to catch up because we're recording a shitload of episodes right now. Email us if you want us to name your shit. You heard us, we'll name anything.
That's right. We'll get around to it. We'll get around to the shout outs.
Yeah.
We'll get around to all these emails. This is the most fun.
It's so fun. What the hell is it called at gmail.com?
Hell yeah.
And he's at Dumb Caleb on Twitter. I'm at Dave to the Ross. We will be throwing out announcements a lot in June for stuff we're renaming. So join in if you want.
Hell yeah.
And
gonna be good.
We'll see you next week.
Coronado.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Oh, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
What's It Called is produced by Hold the Phone Comedy. HoldThePhone.tv. Yeah.